2.12 billion tons of waste every year, 3.25 trillion pieces of trash in the ocean. I'm tired of seeing garbage everywhere. I was sitting in my classroom, peeping into other projects, only to see garbage and slums. I got this idea when my love for space and this problem mixed. The problem is we have too much of hazardous and poisonous waste on our earth. So we burn it. So the pollution level rise. This is the rate of garbage for the year, month, and day. You can imagine how big it is. So my idea is there are two solutions that I had found. One, to burn our garbage into the sun, or two, send our garbage to the Mars, to other planets like Mars. The first option now is next in reality is next to impossible. We will need to use enough kinetic energy so as to form a stable elliptical orbit around the sun, which will transition to an orbit that comes close enough to the sun to collide with it. We will need to configure enough flybys with the innermost planets of our solar systems, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, to get deboosted as opposed to the positive boost that spacecraft like Pioneer, New Horizons, and Voyager have received. So that the the spacecraft form in stable elliptical orbit. We can use the gravity assist technique to either add or remove kinetic energy from a body. If you approach a large mass like a planet from behind, fly in front of it and get gravitationally thrown behind, the spacecraft loses energy while the sun gains energy. Now you might think it is possible, but there are three barriers. One, the possibility of a launch failure. If your garbage is radioactive or hazardous, and the rocket has a launch failure, the garbage will be uncontrollably distributed across the earth, or it will become space junk. Two, energetically, it costs less to send your garbage out of the solar system than to send your garbage into the sun, because because the because the earth goes at a speed of almost 30 kilometers per second around the sun. So you need to lose that much kinetic energy, so you would have to go at a speed of minus 30 kilometers per second. That is at the same speed as going 30 kilometers per second in the opposite direction. And three, even if you choose to send your garbage into the sun, now it is cost too much to send the garbage into the sun. So now the only option left is to send our garbage to other planets like Mars. This has many benefits, as we can use the garbage to melt the ice in the polar region using the greenhouse effect, so that we can have water, the first step to life. Then we can use other plants like plant to there, so that they can give oxygen. They use carbon dioxide 24 by 7, so they can live there. We can also use other garbage like plastic to form bases where astronauts and scientists can study the origin of Mars, the atmosphere of Mars, the layers of Mars and many other things. The garbage can also be used to warm astronauts inside their bases. We can burn the garbage to warm them. We can also burn the garbage and use huge mirrors to reflect the light and heat to melt the ice in the polar region. We need to act fast, because there is a lot of pollution on earth. So we need to act fast. This is the time. and we need to do it now. I hope you like my idea and think over it. Thank you.